Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Convention with the Weekly Comic Program. We've made it a good chunk of the way through the roundup. Now, let's move on to this week's Star Wars books. First off, we've got Star Wars number 50, the series finale of the current run of Star Wars. Basically, wrapping things up before Return of the Jedi. So, the issue is told from Luke's perspective, as the tale told within is being told to Ben Solo, well before his fall whatnot. So we open on Ossus at the Jedi Temple, and Luke asks Ben to walk with him. They sit down cross-legged at a clearing, and Luke tells of the planet of Gaizan. Planet is Planet Gaizan is covered in an immense planetary network of fungus. It is essentially an enormous recording system. It takes in any living mind it encounters, memories and experiences as of that moment before becoming a part of it. Then anyone who visits later can access those recordings like projections of people you can speak to and learn from. But Luke ties a cable to the front landing strip of his X-wing and goes in. But the fungus recognizes him, and it takes on the form and experiences of Aslan Rel, a Jedi Knight centuries before Luke. But the first time Luke was there, he learned of one of the Jedi texts, which makes reference to more other volumes. But and he was thinking that perhaps he could learn of it, or how to find them. But apparently, others have also sought more than what was offered, and the fungus clears briefly to show their remains. But Aslan tells him of a weapon. So Luke tells Lando, Chewie, and Leia about this, and they take the Falcon to the planet of Nerea, which is covered in ice, but it is there's an Imperial mining presence on the planet to basically mine any useful materials from the planet, which, like I said, is covered in ice. But they end up attracting some imperial attention. There's a garrison as well to ward off those who would be looking for resources as well. And R2 acts on one of the mining droids. Luke manages to get down to where the city is, and comes upon a box. Apparently the Grim Rose. The description speaks of a great web of connection that grows ever closer to the victim until finally the victim is killed. And we're pretty much all thinking of the same potential victim, Palpatine. But the thing is, they need genetic material from the target. So they had to go. They had to go to Naboo, with the explanation that when a person becomes a senator, they're required to provide genetic samples to aid with biometric identification while they serve. 2 sets. When a senator's term ends, they're destroyed, but since Palpatine never technically stopped being a member of the Senate, the chance that his samples are on Naboo are still there. And so, Lando uses an Imperial uniform that on the Falcon, and goes to Senate archives, the filing clerk is about to sound the alarm, but turns out she knew he wasn't always. Basically, Lando's not as slick as he thinks he is. As she explained, he asked how she knew that he wasn't an Imperial officer. But as she puts it, first, he didn't hand her a requisition form. The Empire doesn't do anything without forms. And then she called him by the wrong rank. There's zero chance that a Navy captain would tolerate being called a lieutenant. Apparently Lando can never keep the rank badges straight. The administrator points out that few can, except for Imperials, which Lando clearly is not. But Lando kind of says, "Hey, well, let's just go let's both of us step outside the building, go our separate ways." But she has a better idea. The administrator asks herself, what kind of person would walk in here asking for sensitive genetic data about the Emperor? What would they want it for? Nothing good, of course. You could assume a person like that was, in fact, an enemy of the Emperor. A rebellious sort. The kind of person, in fact, who might sympathize with and understand a lowly records clerk in the Royal Archives on Naboo, who was upset and terrified about the abuses of power she saw appearing in the newly born Empire, and thought it might be prudent to secrete away portions of certain sensitive material under her control, just in case. And she wants Lando to used used the genetic material to kill Palpatine. And so, Lando's given the genetic material, and thought that it's kind of just, they debate whether to use it or not, and Chewie does it. Chewie's the one that does it, explaining by 3PO. You want to know why I did that? Isn't it obvious? The Empire took my world, Kashyyyk. Kashyyyk is enslaved. My people, my family. I have not seen my wife and son in many years. For all I know, they are dead. Palpatine stole the strength of my people and turned our forests into ash. The Wookiees do not have the luxury of debate. You said that thing would kill Palpatine, so I killed him. But Luke reaches out with the Force through it. Basically, it's sensing. It's trying to find the target. And it's going on a path. The device is attuned to Palpatine's spirit, the impact of his presence on people in his life. Not It's finding people he's touched, not physically necessarily, but who have been influenced by him personally, one by one. The path to follow. There are certain, but 3PO looks into the text and says there are certain ambiguities that in the text that resolve themselves with the additional information provided by Luke. Apparently, the end state of the mechanism, once it finds its target, will not just kill that person, but every person along the path that it is followed to get there. But Luke figures there must be an off switch, but Lando stops him. And at the point that Lando makes a speech, his argument to just let it run, there's over 1,000 people. But we can't find the target. 3PO explains it just keeps looking, adding more and more people to the path until it eventually succeeds. Luke tries to use his lightsaber on it, but to no avail. And so they go to Gaizen, and Luke is this time he's approached by Lore, a Jedi that or someone that actually Luke met in person in the future. And he explains this that Aslan returns, and Luke asks what it what if the target of the device is someone who's already dead, dead for a long time with no connections left. Someone whose direct influence on other people, on other living people, is gone. But Luke takes a genetic sample of one of the corpses underneath um, the fungus, and feeds that to the device, and it stopped. But the lesson of the story, that as Ben tells Luke, is don't become evil to defeat evil. That is where the series ends for now. Next month we will be getting the Battle of Jakku. I think it's a mini-series, so then we'll find out where things are going to go after that. Moving on, though, to our last book for the moment, we've got Star Wars Inquisitors, number 3. Where we left off, Tensu Run was still on, well, the run from the Inquisitors. And Darth Vader was not too happy about this. So, Seventh Sister and Ninth Sister have been dispatched. They're looking for Tensu. They come to the Glian cell. It's a casino ship, but they are playing for information from a gambler named Yorgis. But Yorgis wins, and well, the bet was the information, and so Ninth Sister stabbed him in the hand. Yorgis explains that Tensu Run sought Yorgis' assistance in hiding from the Empire. He took him to an abandoned temple in the Deadlands, wished to be sealed inside it. And for a fee, Yorgis accommodated the request. The sisters believe him, and but that didn't stop them from killing Yorgis. In the Outer Rim, Yorgis and one of those with him are basically trying to have decided they're going to try to make this new Jedi temple. The Ninth and Seventh Sisters tell their plan to Vader. They intend to suss him out, as the Deadlands yield a plant that secretes a pheromone that drives one to madness. Chaos among the people will draw Tensu Run out and force him to intervene. And so, Tensu and his, not Padawan, but his fellow, are on the planet, checking out the local bazaar, and probe droids. They just spray the toxin, which drives everyone to spray the pheromone, and the The two are attacked by the sisters. The Inquisitors are defeated, but Tensu Run says that they failed their master enough. Present time that Tensu Run meets their master. That is where the issue ends. This is getting pretty good. I would imagine, though, that since there's actually been nothing in comics set post Dark Times, that Tensu Run is killed by Vader. But well, we'll find out probably the next issue. Anyways, that's gonna do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Patreon, Payback can be found in the description box down below. Big shout out to Patreon patron Red Band of the Penis. Your support is greatly appreciated. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.